In Twickenham on the west side of London, Debra Flynn lives with her husband Ian and their 3 children. She's 37 weeks pregnant and plans to have a home birth like she did with her other 3 children, toddler Catherine, 9-year-old Cathal and 7-year-old Oshin, who are trying out the birth pool.
Hello boys.
Hello, I'm Oshin. That's Kat.
Are you enjoying the pool?
Yeah.
Yeah. So my first child, Cathal, was born in 1997. He was a big surprise because I didn't find out until I was 18 weeks pregnant that I was pregnant, which was a bit embarrassing because I'd always thought, how could people not know if they're pregnant?
But Debra's determined to have another home birth.
I'm quite scared of hospitals, and I didn't even realise then that you could have a home birth for your first one. I was very naive about it all, but went with that, and that was in London. And it all worked out brilliantly, so after that it seemed silly to have any others in hospital. So Oshin was born the following year, and at 7 months pregnant we moved to Australia. So I had to find a midwife who'd be willing to do a home birth because it's not so common over there. And then Catherine was born in 2004, and a similar thing in that we were actually living in Paris at the time, so I had all my antenatal care in Paris, and then again at 7 months pregnant we moved to the States, and again I found my midwives over the internet, and again they were fantastic, and a very fast, only 2 hours long labour and home birth. There's part of me that really hopes it will be really fast, and then there's another part of me that's quite scared, depending what time of day or night it is that it'll happen.
We don't know.
Yeah, exactly. We have no idea who's going to turn up. So exactly. If anybody, we're going through this bit of I've actually had to write them a letter because each time I go now they keep saying, oh, you might have to come into hospital because we're short-staffed and blah, blah, blah.
Really?
Yeah. I've been told it's a tactic they use at 37 weeks because you're less likely to be confrontational, so. I got really terrible morning sickness for sort of the first 4 months with each of the pregnancies. I found yoga helped from day one, even just doing, I didn't ever do sort of the antenatal yoga, I just did ordinary yoga. But it really helped the morning sickness. And I mean, it didn't cure it totally, but it would make it go away for half an hour to an hour after each yoga session, which was just fantastic, just to have that hour off feeling nauseous and being sick.
As you inhale, feeling the expansion in the body.
Debra also works as a doula, giving support to other women in pregnancy and during labour and birth.
I've attended other women's births and supported them, both antenatally and postnatally as well. I think the biggest thing, it's made me realise how lucky I've been to have 3 really straightforward, happy, positive home births, because now I have been to hospital births and home births where the outcome hasn't always been so straightforward. And it's just sort of taught me that each birth is so completely different and you just don't know what's going to happen.
Hey, Oshin,
Yeah.
see all these things here that are in the way, just get them out of the way please, or come, will you do it please?
Well, this is the first time I've actually hired a birthing pool because the shower here doesn't work very well. You only get 10 minutes of hot water, and for the last 2 births I've always used the shower as pain relief, so I thought this time go for a pool.
Right, Cathal, go and fetch the instruction book please.
So I'm really looking forward to that, and I don't know whether I'd actually have the baby in the water or not. Some friends of mine recently have had water births and they all thought it was fantastic.
Which is now nearly
high now.
full.
Yep.
There's Cathal and Oshin, which who've been trying to help to some limited degree.
It's finally finished.
How does Debra feel Catherine will act towards the new baby?
I don't think she's going to like it at all, actually. That's the worry, because she's very much used to being at home alone with me all day. and she gets very jealous if I've got a baby niece and I just can't pick her up if Catherine's around.
Please don't drop my expensive camera in the pool. I just know what's going to happen. Okay, put it down. Carol, I don't want you to drop it in the pool either.
Catherine, cameras can't swim.
It's difficult for them to understand what's going on. I mean, I've tried explaining to her, and when you ask her where's mummy's baby, she points to my tummy, but I mean, she can't know. She can't really understand what's going to come.
Okay, what we're going to call the child, boys?
Stella, if it's a girl.
Stella?
If it's a girl,
Why?
after your favourite beer.
Yeah, that's right.
Due date's the 21st, and then they break up from school on the 25th, so it could be a week late or so. That would be absolutely perfect.
Oshin, tell me what you think about the new baby coming.
Well, I think it's quite good actually, because we're going to have another baby and stuff like that. So it's quite good actually.
And you like babies, do you?
Yep.
Good.
He's baby mad though anyway. Whenever he sees a little baby, he wants to hold it, and he always asks the mum if he can hold it. And he's very loving, and I mean, he's very good with Catherine as well. He plays with her and pays lots of attention to her. And my older son is, I don't know, he comes across quite indifferent. I think he's sort of entering the teenage years quite early. He's far more interested in his PlayStation and Pokemon or whatever it is than babies. But I mean, he's not hostile. I mean, it's fine. He's just not really that bothered. Yeah.
Okay, what's special about 37?
It's body temperature.
Yes, approximately body temperature, that's right.
Oh, last weekend I went to a Doula UK study weekend, which again was fabulous. I thought that if I do give birth, then there's probably no better place, as there was Leboye there speaking, who was the author of Birth Without Violence, and there are about 50 doulas, so I thought, oh well, I'll be in good hands, and they'll probably all be fighting over me if I do. And also, being the only pregnant doula there, it meant that everything could be demonstrated on me, which was rather nice, because it included having a rebozo shawl around, which is where that you have a long 6-foot shawl that is then pregnant woman lies on the floor, the shawl goes round her back, and somebody basically stands over her and just jiggles it just gently, and that's to try and encourage the baby down into the cervix, and it just feels lovely. It's like having a wonderful massage. But anyway, my baby couldn't be encouraged to go down to the cervix, so maybe it needed a bit more jiggling. And also reflexology, which is lovely, and birth balls, that kind of thing. None of it did the trick, so the baby's obviously not ready to come out quite yet, but hopefully soon.